Hello, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, I get to ride with my dad, so it's going to be a little bit emotional. Cue the intro. Well, just before we start this video properly, let me just give you a little bit of history. I haven't ridden with my dad for probably over 15 years. A couple of years ago, we planned to do a little adventure together, and I think it was really early on in my YouTube sort of career that we were going to do something together, but unfortunately life got in the way, things happened, and we didn't end up doing it. What, was absolutely gutting. And then this year, because of all the things that are going on in the world, I was planning on going off to Spain, including that was to pop over to France where my dad lives and do some kind of little adventure with him there as well. But currently that can't happen. So every time I try and do something all these years later, something gets in the way. So, by luck almost that he's got this bike, and not just that, he's gone out of his way and he's gone out shopping. My old man's gone out shopping and bought some bike gear so we can do this together. So for me, this is massive. Getting to ride with my dad in such a long time, something that I've wanted to happen for such a long time, is just huge. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start this episode. Let's start one of the most awesome things I've wanted to happen for such a long time. I get to ride with my dad, aka Senior Lord Helmet Head. This is going to be good. Well, I'm kind of a little bit lost for words because I'm going to my dad's. I haven't ridden with him. It's got to be over 15 years in reality, but we don't know exactly when it was. It feels like forever. It's riding with the man. Do you know what I mean? It's like when I fell off of my push bike when I was learning to ride as a kid, he picks you up, he dusts you off, and he tells you to go again. And he picks you up, he dusts you off, tells you to go again until you can ride that push bike, and then suddenly you're like out freedom with your friends push biking around. When I came home and brought a Honda Vision scooter back I bought out of my friend's granddad's shed, and I rock through the door with that and I fix it, and he takes me up the field so we can go bombing across the fields, and like I'm riding my first ever motorbike, and then he buys me a motocross bike after many weeks of nagging him. And then again, puts that on the back of a pickup I think we had, and he might have even bought it for that reason. Took us up there so we can ride motocross bikes and watch me develop and my skills. And do you know what? It's your dad. It's your dad. This is like, for me, this is massive. And I'm dead excited and nervous because he's not ridden a bike for many years. And we're going to be doing it together. And I just hope it becomes one of the most coolest days of his entire life, because it's emotional and I'm excited, and it's your dad, the man that always dusts you off when you fall down. The most important thing today is that me and my dad are going to go to a pub, have a beer, and we're going to get on motorbikes together. And that is something we haven't done in a long time. I can't put it into words properly, but I'm a little bit excited. This is going to be good. It's going to be really special. Well, here we go. This is it. This is the moment I get to ride with my dad. Alright. So, we're finally here.
Yeah, it's last.
Finally the day. You've got your bike MOT'd, taxed, insured.
Taxed.
You've got a nice shiny jacket. Now you look like you're about 20. You look younger than me. Freshly shaven, new jacket, new jeans. You don't need to show everyone your bum, mate. That's getting a bit too far. Again, I might get in trouble when you say those rude things. So we're going to go for a really cool ride. You've not ridden properly in like what?
15 years.
15 years? 15. I reckon it's been longer, but I reckon we're between 15 to 20. But so the plan of it is today is we're going to go first things first. We'll wet the whistle. We'll take that. Wet the whistle. We'll take that bike through a river, right? I've got a guy that I know called Andy. He's going to be like a jumping board, so you're going to jump over a human being.
Simple then.
And then a bit of off-roading.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and get a pint.
Right, no pie?
Well, we can have pie if you're paying, but I was going to buy you a pint.
Are we going to a pub then?
Yeah.
I need to get some brute, don't I?
You do need to get some brute, yeah.
Can I get some brute?
Yeah, go and get some brute. We'll jump on the bikes and we'll go for our first ride.
Get some brute, right?
Yeah. Are you ready? You can start it now, yeah? Are you ready though? Here we go. Bless him. This is going to be good. Here he goes. You first, sir. No, I'll follow you. Lead the way. Bless him. There he goes. So, just to put it out, it's been at least 15 years since he's ridden a bike. And the last time he rode a bike, it'd even been a big gap between that as well, because he rode one of mine years and years ago. And we didn't go very far, so this is going to be good. Here he goes. There he is. Oh, second gear. There you go. That's my dad in front. That's my dad. There he goes. What a moment. So just turn your indicator off, buddy. Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. So the plan of it is we're going to go and do some cool bits of filming. We're going to head to a lot of places I've filmed before because I want to keep it dead simple and dead easy, and I can concentrate on a few things. I've gone through a few of the etiquettes of motorcycling because again it's been a few years, so we're all good. It's just going to be a laugh. This whole episode is just going to be a laugh. So there he goes. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Whenever I'm with you, I am alright. There's something about the way you make me feel inside. I'm counting down the days till we fly away, heading to the sun, only you and me. Don't wanna waste another day being stuck here in this place. No, I wanna hold your hand in mine, watch the sunset in your eyes. Baby, I want us to act like we are 22 right now. Just let go, lose control, play songs on the...
Well, we've just done probably only about 5 or 6 miles, and I've brought my dad to a spot that I do a lot of filming, but it's more so we can sort of check in, we can send the drone up, get a little bit of cinematic stuff, and just make sure that he's getting on really, really well. So, Dad, first of all, how special. I know it was only 5 miles, and I know we were going slow, and I know you're getting used to it, and I know at the minute it's like alien to you because it's been such a long, long time, but how special was that? Even a couple of miles.
I've got to correct you to start with.
Go on then.
It wasn't slow.
It was 35.
Well, yeah. When you're used to being on a push bike.
We don't do that because that's like sweating. People wear leotards and stuff when they're doing that. It's just a bit weird.
And you have padded shorts on a push bike.
Do you? We have a padded seat on a motorbike.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
Well, are you enjoying it?
Yeah, everything's different. And with it being a different bike, and having not been on a bike for so long, you know, what does this, what does that, what happens if this happens, where's the hooter, is that the indicator, and all the pedals.
Yeah, you basically need to, like, it sounds daft, but like CBT, that's your basic training. It's almost like you need a refresher. That's what it is, because you haven't done it in ages.
Doing my CBT.
No, obviously not. You've ridden like 1,000cc bikes, and You know, I remember us going to watch Carl Fogarty at the races, and me being a hard worker that I am, I was at work, I think, all night or something, and I remember falling asleep on the back of the 1000cc bike and bang my head against yours, and you'd be like, wake up!
Oh, well, I was riding all right then.
Yeah, well, no, exactly. That's what I meant. It's lovely. It's just, again, it's been years. It's new. It's a small bike. It's not what you used to. But I noticed that you had a little bit of an issue when we got here to stop. It took you roughly about 5 minutes to get it into neutral. Yeah, but you always like 5 times it, so it sounds better for the blog. Oh, so right. It took you it took you about half an hour to get it into neutral. Now, I'm going to teach you a really, really good tip, and it's a brilliant tip because loads of people struggle with getting into neutral. So, and it's really simple, okay? So you had it running, right? So if you start the bike and sit on the bike like you was, and you just pulled up, the bike's running, take your your side stand off. Right, if you put it into first gear now, so from there you struggle because the engine's running to get it into neutral. So you kept getting into second, down into first.
Up and down, up.
Try this. Switch your engine off with it in gear, and now try and click it into neutral and just put it back on again so you can see that your light's on. Straight into neutral.
That's magic.
Bada boom, bada bing. See, take away the stress.
That's magic.
And from now on, if you struggle to get it into neutral, turn it off. Kill the engine, switch it back on so you know you can see your neutral light, tap it up and you're straight in, because it's to do with the gears turning and blah de blah de blah.
Is that trick on YouTube?
It is now.
Oh yeah.
So what we're going to do next, right, I'm going to send the drone up, we're going to get a little bit more epic footage riding together. So, right, the last time we rode together, I lent you one of my bikes, and back then I was selling them. I think you're on the ZX6R, maybe the ZX9. It was probably completely the wrong bike. I was on a proper classic. I was on the Triumph Adventurer, the original one that looks basically like an American style bike. Anyway, we rode all the way to a pub and you bought me a beer. And when you spent the whole time moaning about the price of beer, and you said, I'm never ever going back to that pub and buying a beer because it was ridiculous.
No, you're wrong. I didn't even have a beer.
Do you not have a beer?
I had.
Okay, you bought me a beer.
You had a beer, right, and that was God knows how much, and I
quid.
had, no, it was about £4
Tight
all
get.
those years ago, and I had soda and lime.
Wow.
And that was as much as a beer.
Was it? So you should have had a beer then. So you learnt a lesson there. Basically, just drink beer.
Well, in the old days, they used to give you soda.
Yeah, I know, but they used to ration butter and stuff as well. The thing of it is, right, today, because it's so special, you don't pass out because you're not put your centre stand down or anything, or your side stand. I'm going to buy you a beer. I'm going to buy my dad an overpriced beer, so you don't get to moan about the price of the beer.
Are we going to a nice pub though?
No, we're going to go to the proper cheap one where it's still £1 for a pint.
Oh, what about the sell by day?
I'll get some gone off beer. Right.
I'll have the trots then.
Right, we're going to ride to get you the cheap beer so you can get the trots. Now you're excited. Yeah, we've got to go miles. We've only done 5 miles.
I've got to turn this off, I'm wasting my battery.
Right, okay.
Right.
Every change has a reason. Baby, let it come to you. Every soul, every season lives outside of status quo. If we stop believing we're meant to be, expanding our abilities. If the passion's gone, we are doing it wrong. Baby, you and I should start living now. With the whole world at our feet, we could.
Well, me and my dad riding along, having an awesome time. There he goes. Woohoo! Oh, what a feeling. So I've picked, like I said, most of the things I've filmed and know the routes really well. This is really easy riding, really slow pace. And then basically we're going to hit some more beautiful, quite famous biking roads that, again, I've done lots of filming at. But we're going to aim to go to the pub from there, and it'll be a little bit cheeky, maybe a little bit, but I'm going to take my dad for a little bit of green laning, a little bit of off-roading, and he's not come round that top of that hill. Oh no, there he is. Here he comes. There he is. I thought I'd lost him then for a minute. Now, when I was younger, I'm pretty sure that you wouldn't imagine me being like this at all, but I tried out lots of different things. You know, I did all sorts. I even rode a horse once. That was exciting for a whole month. And then I did other things like push bikes and realised I got really sweaty and smelt bad and needed lots of water. And my dad, bless him, his dads do try to encourage you to do lots of things. I even did go-karting and he took me down the go-karting track. I love swimming, so he took me swimming every Sunday. Until and again, I got really bored. And that was until I discovered motorcycles. And motorcycles have been awesome. And I still remember it. Like I say, I remember the first time going back on my dad's bike. I remember him taking me over to some reservoirs somewhere with a bit of road leading into this car park. And letting me have a go on his 1000cc, and he had a big sort of CBF 1000, and it was a monster of a bike. And back then I was used to motocross bikes, and I think I might even had a 50cc, and let me ride his big 1000. I jumped on it and I wheelied it, and I said to him, let me take you on the back. And he went, no, you're not going to do anything silly, are you? And again, being at the age of probably 16 years old, of course I was completely bonkers. I was like, no, put him on the back, pulled a little bit of a wheelie, and I remember him literally shouting, pack it in! And still to this day, it makes me smile. It petrifies him, but makes me smile, because that's what 16-year-old lads do, make silly decisions. Kind of what happened. But hey, he let me do that. That was just absolutely awesome. Oh, just love the memories. Riding with your dad, loving the memories is like, it's just out of this world. Absolutely out of this world. And the biggest thing about being, you know, the biggest thing about being out with my dad, being his son, I want to make him proud. So I want to make this video make him proud, because I want him to watch it back and go, I want to watch that again, because that's with my son. And being the youngest, the baby in the family, you know, I was probably the most amount of work, but I like to feel the biggest reward. And every one of the brothers and sisters that might be watching this, it's true. The biggest reward is right here. I'm a lord. Well, I'm going to take my dad on a little bit of a green lane, a field road. I'm just going to tell him it's really easy and nice. He's only been riding for about 40 minutes at this point in all these years, so you know, this won't scare him at all in any way. But being my dad, he's a hero, isn't he? He can do it all. He's like who you look up to. He could literally probably go up this field road at 100 miles an hour and not even, you know, not even shed a tear, no fear whatsoever. So yeah, this is the moment I'm going to break it to him. This is where we're going. Oops. He might not be happy. He might not be happy at all. So, I'm going to take my dad down here. So, you've got 30-40 minutes of riding experience after all these years now. Now, we're going to go down this road, right? It's like a field road. So, you know...
It don't look like a road.
Well, you know when you're young and you live at home with your parents, and you borrow your dad's car to take a girl out, and you have to go to a field road because you can't go home.
Oh yeah, remember that.
This is where we're going. We're going on one of those roads.
No girls.
Well, you've got Brute on, so they're not going to be any for miles.
Okay.
But it's dead easy. It's not scary.
What, easy girls?
No, easy road, right?
Don't look it from here.
You'll be fine. Just avoid the big puddles.
Hey.
And hold on tight.
Not a puddle, it'll be a pond or a lake.
And my biggest advice would be, if you get scared, just go faster, because it'll be over quicker. Are you ready? I'll stand up. You try to stand up, all right? No, until you're going. Ready? Here he goes. Here he goes. Oh, bless him. He's going to be pooing himself. He's gone. I think he might have stopped. Come on. Come on, Dad. There he is. Yay! Well, there you go. He did it. He went off-roading. He did it like a boss. He absolutely flew down there about 2 miles an hour. That was pretty impressive. So, you must be like, your heart must be racing. You must be feeling more like a man than you've ever felt before. But generally, how was that?
It was good in parts.
Like,
Parts were the worst.
I thought you were going to say it was good when you came in and now you're going to be glad to leave. Yeah. I mean, you went through a massive chute. We won't call it a puddle. We'll call it like an epic standing water stroke, dangerous stroke, I don't know, fountain stroke, river stroke, sea. You went through that.
I thought I saw 3 fish and a duck in there.
You saw a duck?
A duck. Was it me saying something like duck?
Is that your blood pressure pills? Did you remember to take them this morning?
I needed to.
But are you enjoying yourself?
Oh, yes.
Yeah? Are you having a blast?
Yeah, it's good to be with you again.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I take you to the most exciting places.
What more could you ask for?
We said a nice quiet little ride out today as it's your first ride, and you've done really well. We've done, you know, probably now about an hour's worth of riding.
Yeah.
And now the big sort of thing we need to do next, the most important thing, share that pint. I can't afford
Share
two.
it?
I can't afford two, so we're going to have to share one. It's all right, my spit's your spit, dad, father, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be fine, all right?
Yeah, I'm going to have the first.
The first sip.
Yeah. No, first drink.
You can't have much.
And you can have what's left.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So
Don't guarantee there'll be a lot.
I'll go bar and get it and drink it first.
Oh.
Right.
Do they do pints where you go, or is it only halves?
We're not in the Second World War again. It's not rationed. You're all right. Here we go then. Let's get out of Dodge. Let's get to the pub. First pint in, I don't know, with my dad. I don't know. It's a few years now at a pub. Oh, hang on. He didn't know what he's doing. He's having an issue. That's it. You need your ignition on. That's it. You've done it. You alright? You won't know you're in neutral unless that's on. If you hold down your clutch, you can still start it. You go first, old boy. Your marks. Get set, go! My dad always has to win. It's kind of the law. He let me win when I was a kid my entire life. Now I have to let him win. It's what you do. As a respectable young man that I am myself. He's going through the puddle again. He's doing it twice in one day. Look at him go. So, how awesome is that? Riding with my dad all day. But, as always, I save the best till last. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Senior Lord Head, my dad, montage. Enjoy.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. We don't need no can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh,
Well, there you go. And do you know what? It's just amazing. What an absolutely awesome day. And not just that, we're discussing about doing a little mini adventure, hopefully before the house sells and he goes back to France. Hopefully that's going to happen. I can't promise it because who knows, but it'd be another dream. It'd be absolutely amazing. But right now, it's what a day. How cool is that? Getting to spend time with my dad on bikes, doing crazy things and having an absolute laugh. It's just been literally a day of my dreams. So I just want to say thank you to everybody that has taken the time to subscribe. All the subscribers, the people that support this channel, thank you so much. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do so. And don't forget to hit the bell button so you don't miss out on the next episode. I want to say a massive thank you to the people that help financially support this channel in a massive way, and that's my patrons. They get to see the videos first, they get their names in the credits, and their support is just amazing. These videos wouldn't be able to happen as quickly without them, and being able to talk to them directly and get their views on the videos first is absolutely cool. So that's it really for this episode. We're done, but there's, you know, the three most important things in life, the things that we live by, the things that mean absolutely everything, and that's eat pie, ride motorcycles and be happy. I'll see you in the next bonkers helmet head adventure. Bye bye for now.